Okay, so this is Alan from Happy 3D. Lovely to be here. I don't normally do these, so this will probably be a little bit rubbish. But here we have Artillery 3D. Artillery M1 Pro Uum. See, already made a mistake. We're going to unbox it and go from there. If I make mistakes, it's just one of those things. Let's move on. So, let's open her up. This is my first time having seen anything on here, and it should hopefully be in one piece. I'm really hoping. A little bit damage in the top corner there, on the mount. Don't know if you can see it on this camera. Yeah, you can. Okay, so we've got some manuals and such like. Put those there, and we've got bubble wrap over there. And now, if you put it on the floor. Okay, I'll leave the plastic on the door for a moment. You can see inside that, possibly from both angles, we've got lots of cardboard. I'm going to actually have a look at the instructions. I know, someone reading the instructions on a printer, an amazing thing, but it can be interesting. Let's cut this super big, cool blind, super big whatnot, and unlock toolbed. Shear off the fix ribbon between the pearl wool and hotbed. Ooh, pearl wool. It's actually foam, not pearl wool, but a good bit of thing. We actually have some filament, which is nice. First time ever, we've actually got free filament in with a machine. I am happily amazed. And obviously they want to follow other competitors who shall remain nameless. They have lots and lots of artillery printing swatches as well. If the price is right, I might start selling artillery BLA. We've got a box of goodies. Nothing much different than other people's. Okay, so use the hex wrench to remove the 4 screws that secure the hotbed, then remove the tracer screw that secures the PEI panel and remove its packaging. Going with blind, that's okay. Just gonna go inside a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, hopefully you can. We've got some indicator marks here, and obviously the same on the other side. My bold head in the way, so lovely. And let's move on with our little box of goodies, all artillery. All artillery done, so to speak. I think this is going to end up being a terrible video, guys, but sorry for that. Just one of those things. Okay, so we've got some bits and bobs and bits. This little tiny screwdriver. I'm going to try and assemble it with all of the parts that are actually in the kit, because I think you should. So that was obviously a wrong one to use. Because I'm partially blind and I couldn't see it. Alright, so it's, for the guess, going to be this one, I think you should still be able to see that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fit and finish look quite nice. I do sell one of the competitors, the one that begins with B, and fit and finish seems on par with that. Better in some places. And as much as, for example, you don't have to print up bits to add on all over the place, which is obviously nice. You can't see from the video because I'm working alone, which is probably a mistake, but that's what happens. You saw we had the yellow markers on this side for the screws. Obviously they're on the other side as well. So that's what I'm taking out now, because that's what the instructions said. Instructions are there, which hopefully you might be able to zoom in on. Yeah, maybe. You might be able to zoom in on those and have a peruse at some of the wonderful language, shall we say. Unfortunately, they didn't seem to want to ask for any translation help, and they meant it themselves, which is always a pity. So anyway, we've sheared off the ribbon. I know we haven't sheared off the ribbon yet. We're going to shear off the ribbon and remove a hard paperboard on the tool head. So I'll get my shear offs, which obviously are scissors, and I'm shearing off. A good time shearing off shearing off the ribbons. They're not ribbons, they're cable ties, but again, all good fun. And let's take off the cardboardy bit. Maybe should just come off. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. The hot end actually looks really quite nice and tidy. Let me see. You can see a little bit there. It's a bit plasticky, but that's fairly normal these days, isn't it? Something there which I'm not sure of, which we'll find out a little bit later. It's nice and compact. It's got the blower in the front, a side fan, a fair amount of decent bits. Right, let's carry on looking at the instructions. Let's move it back up again. And we've used a hex wrench to do that. Next part is left hand hold the indicator SG slot slides rightward, right hand hold the winding wire outward, lightly drawn to a suitable distance. Accurately align to a winding wire and screen butt joint. Ooh, butts on it. Everybody likes a good butt. Hands, index fingers evenly low to press it. Yep. Artillery, if you're watching, please ask for help. I think you're probably going to need some help on the German side as well. But yeah, good stuff. So, display installation, left hand hold the derby. Let's have a look. So, please connect to internet, update firmware before printing. This obviously is fairly chunk worthy. The whole thing gives some step-by-step pictorial instructions as well. SD card on the side, so everything goes into this part here. It comes with an SD card as well, which is nice. Probably not very big. Yeah, 8 gig. Not very big at all, but something's better than nothing. Alright, so we need to hold that, pull that out, plug it in, plop it in, doobly doob and pookie pookie. Okay, let's get this out first. Okay. Let's, okay. Ooh, yeah. Always trying to, with new stuff, being really careful. Because let's face it, we don't want to break something new. Being partially blind and wearing glasses, I've got to take them off to see what I'm doing. Got to be fairly careful on this cable because it looks okay. It looks a bit iffy. Strong, but a bit small and bent, to be fair. So let's plug that into there. Very fiddly this bit, but okay. And the 2 fingers here. Hopefully, let's see. Wait. You can really tell this is my first time at this sort of thing. 2 fingers here. Press that there. Press it there, that's it. And then put it in, slot that in, make sure you slot that in, and then, okay. So we now have a screen, and we'll see what we're going to do from now on. Back on my glasses so I can read things. Filament spool installation, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Filament spool installation, so that's going to be on the slide there, obviously. Fairly basic filament holder, I'll say. Very basic indeed. Okay. Actually, not enough, so there's other ways. Is that? So, pound table. Typical normal pound table, nothing special about those. Let's bring that up again. Going this way. Oh, terrible bit of video for you guys, sorry about that. So as unboxings go, this is a little bit crap, but it is what it is. Stick that back on top for now. That does have a nice seal to it, sit on it. They always have the button switched on for some reason. Turn it off. It's very low to a deck. It doesn't seem to have any feet on it, even though it does. So it kind of says, let's bring that down, and so that's it now. Everything's assembled. Obviously we've got to get the foam off it. That's your exhaust porty bit at the back, look. That's nice. Magnet up. Ooh, that's nice. Magnet up, out of the way. Magnet down. Nice touch up. I like that. That looks like where the AMS is going to go. Nice stylish looking unit, I think. Artillery on the handles. Got a nice green thing there. They've gone from blue to green, and oh, my fat tummy. Right, okay, let's bring that back up. Actually, let's. Probably that side, actually. And maybe. A bit wobbly, but I'll try and stand on it. So, didn't say instructions about lifting that up. Sorry about getting the ear rolling away. So it doesn't actually say anything about this. That's tight as anything, so I'm presuming you've got to turn it on and it should lift it. So let's do that. Let us does it angle? Yeah, that does angle. I mean, probably that hasn't angled. So let's turn it on. Please don't blow up. So, nice artillery logo on the front. Taking its time a little bit. Okay, bit of Chinese writing. Yeah. Well, that's far enough. Let me go and quickly have a look at something. Okay. Been trying to film off of 2 cameras to try and make it a little bit nicer. I always like using touchscreen pens where possible. Presumably I press this one because it's gone green. Yes, it did. Okay, so it's now scanning for my, yes, okay. So I'm probably going to have to pause this out and try and remember it. Oh no! So I'm just going to pause you out for a little while. Just in case you sit outside my house and use my internet. That might be wrong. It's not wrong. Right, so I'm presuming I've got to press start. That doesn't sound good. Looks like there's something missing out of its start instructions, methinks. Come on, bed, you should be lifting up, please. Okay. That possibly could have been in the instructions, methinks. Okay, don't know if my camera's getting that really ultra white screen there. So tilt it up. Don't know if it helps or not, because it's a very, 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 very white screen. So now what's happening is it's done a self-test, and it's now gonna heat up something. And work from there. So we're going to go through this bit. I did say it's going to take a bit of time, which it is. So heat bed actually heats up pretty quickly. It's now going up to 60, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So it's actually quite quick in the heat bed heating up. I'm nicely surprised at that. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully this is all recording properly. Oh, I do it all again. I want to do it again. So I'm actually going to be quiet now. You might be able to pick up the fan noise on the microphone here. It's not very loud. A bit high pitched. Now if we're going for a self-test. As quick as others that I've seen. Some are faster. Some are slower, so it's a reasonable average, I think. The screen gives you a percentage. I don't know if you can see the screen very well. No, oh, we got it a bit better. Okay. So, fairly new to this, so if it's boring me to tears, I'm sorry. You might not even have seen me there, to be fair, but I'm a little bit closer. I'm sorry. Everybody's a comedian. Now, I'm going to go and sit to one side and wait for that to do. If you haven't noticed, it's actually got an LED light inside. I need to get the camera up in there in a minute. It certainly has, anyway. as you can possibly see, it's got an LED light inside, so that's quite nice, and it's on the front, not the side. So that's quite a nice touch actually. Okay, so my microphone is here. I'm not too sure if it'll pick up the noise at all, but so now we're doing vibration compensation. It's all built in, look. You can see it wiggly wobbling away. Noisy like normal, but it's not shaking my bed around that much. So obviously it has got feet in it. More shaking going on. The noise increasing as the vibration happens. So just quick test, answer it more. It's just a lot. Okay, got now. Still doing a quick self-test, 91%. Let's bring this up a tiny bit, let's hopefully see that. Whoa. I've got a nice happy 3D Thailand logo in there as well, look. That's nice. Tidy up while I'm waiting. How strange. I seem to have some spare. Oh, that's spare parts. Well, it seems a spare rubber thing, a spare magnet. By the things. Not quite sure what these are. I'm sure I'll find out what they are sooner or later. We also have some metal grease, presumably for the refurkings. Okay, self-test complete. Suddenly got noisy on me again. Be quiet, beastie. Start using. Press that. Ooh, that's quite pleasant looking, I suppose. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, let's get a bit of light off the top. Quite a nice looking look. Let's see what we got. A bit shaky. SD local files. Control. Axis drying. Okay. Artillery. Camera, device, English, export logs, functions, factory reset, networks, maintenance. Probably shouldn't press that one. Okay, here we go. Alright. General again. Screen seems quite reasonable. Online manual, frequently asked after sales service. Let's go back up to there again. Turn the light on and off, you see that? So light off, light on. That's quite an impressive light actually. Light on, light off, light on. Wi-Fi off, what's that? Oh, look at that. So filler loading for filament, etc, etc, etc. We're going to call it a day now. So we just give it one final look around. Let's close the door. So you can hear that with the door open. It is quite noisy. You can definitely hear that fan. But then we close the door. It's almost silent. My air conditioning, you can probably hear more than that. So we're going to go around. Nice lid again. You can hear the noises. That's just the fans running. But it looks all good quality stuff. Look. So silence almost. Going to go run round. And there's your poop scoop. That's your filament feed there. Okay, so that'll be your carbon filter, etc. for when you're doing ABS and such like. Presumably, I might be able to get a clip on there or something similar to get a tube on it, but we'll look at that later. So coming back round, nice styling, and I think we'll finish off with an M1 Pro